Hello and welcome to a video about places that are stuck in a geopolitical grey area. We're talking about unrecognized countries, places you might not even know existed. They have flags, they have governments, they have national anthems. They just don't have that all-important international recognition. Think of it like this. They declared themselves an independent country at a party. Everyone saw it, maybe even high-fived them. But then the next day, nobody really acknowledged it ever happened. Awkward. But also incredibly interesting. So, buckle up because we're about to dive into the world of self-declared nations, disputed territories, and places that are definitely on a map, just maybe not map. First up, we're heading to Eastern Europe, a region that's no stranger to territorial disputes. Nestled between Moldova and Ukraine, you'll find Transnistria, a thin strip of land that seems to be stuck in a time warp. Back in 1990, as the Soviet Union was crumbling like a stale cookie, Transnistria decided it wanted no part of an independent Moldova. They even had a brief war over it, which, spoiler alert, Transnistria, well, they kind of won. Today, Transnistria is a fascinating mix of Soviet nostalgia and defiant independence. Think Lenin statues, Soviet-era factories, and their own currency, the Transnistrian ruble. It's like stepping back into the USSR, only with more, well, uncertainty about its future. Next, we're traveling to the Horn of Africa, a region known for its rich history and complex geopolitics. While Somalia often makes headlines for, let's say, challenges, there's a self-declared state within its borders that's quietly defied the odds. Somaliland. After a brutal civil war, Somaliland declared independence from Somalia back in 1991. Now, unlike Somalia, which has struggled with instability, Somaliland has actually managed to build a relatively stable and democratic kind of government. They even held elections, which is more than some recognized countries can say. But here's the catch. The world is hesitant to officially recognize Somaliland, fearing it might encourage more breakaway regions. It's a classic case of damned if you do, damned if you don't in international diplomacy. Chapter 3. Now, let's venture into the Caucasus Mountains, a region known for its stunning landscapes and, you guessed it, more territorial disputes. Here, nestled on the Black Sea coast, we find Abkhazia, a region that's been at the heart of a tug-of-war between Russia and Georgia for decades. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Abkhazia fought a war with Georgia for independence, eventually declaring victory with a little help from their friend, looking at you, Russia. Today, Abkhazia exists in a state of limbo. Russia recognizes Abkhazia as an independent state and provides significant support. The rest of the world, not so much. They see it as a part of Georgia, albeit one with a very complicated relationship status. Chapter 4. Just a stone's throw from Abkhazia, we find another self-proclaimed republic grappling with a similar predicament, South Ossetia. Like Abkhazia, this small region broke away from Georgia in the early 1990s, leading to conflict and displacement. And just like Abkhazia, South Ossetia relies heavily on Russia, which recognizes its independence and provides military and economic support. This has predictably strained relations with Georgia, to put it mildly. The situation in South Ossetia highlights the complex web of alliances, historical grievances, and geopolitical maneuvering that often defines these unrecognized states. It's a bit like a messy breakup, but with more tanks and international sanctions. Chapter 5. For our final stop, we're heading to the South Caucasus, to a region known as Nagorno-Karabakh. This landlocked territory, internationally recognized as part of Azerbaijan, has been disputed for decades, with Armenia and Azerbaijan locked in a bitter struggle for control. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, a full-blown war erupted between Armenia and Azerbaijan over Nagorno-Karabakh, resulting in thousands of casualties and displacing countless civilians. The war ended in 1994 with a ceasefire, but not a real resolution. Today, Nagorno-Karabakh exists in a state of uneasy peace, heavily reliant on Armenia for support. The situation remains tense, a stark reminder of the human cost of these unresolved conflicts. So there you have it, a glimpse into the strange and fascinating world of unrecognized states. These are places caught in a geopolitical limbo, yearning for recognition and often grappling with the legacy of conflict. Their stories remind us that the world map, with its neat lines and clearly defined borders, doesn't always reflect the messy realities on the ground. For the people living in these unrecognized nations, the struggle for identity, security, and a place on the world stage continues. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.